Alright, so I'm here checking traps today, and we've checked about half our line so far. We ain't had nothing, but we got a huge rainstorm coming in. It's going to be here in about an hour, so I'm hoping to get all my traps checked before that starts. So, see all the cows back there. This is what I'm trapping on right now. A bunch of cows, but we just pulled up here and we got another raccoon where we've been getting caught a couple raccoons and a skunk, so we got another raccoon here. I'll show you guys. So here's the DP that I've been catching everything in, and I decided to put another one a little farther back. I have two here, and we got us another raccoon. So I think this is our third raccoon from this location, so this one's doing pretty good. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this one and get it reset and see if we got anything else on the line today. Also, I wanted to add this raccoon here was caught on our coon jam with the dry dog food. So I think this is number 5 now on our coon jam lure. So stuff works pretty good. It actually don't taste too bad. So you guys give it a try. It does really good. Alright guys, sorry I'm kind of rushing through the line today. I'm not resetting any of my stuff because I mean we're supposed to get a really hard rain later, and I don't want to be out here trying to set traps in the pouring rain. So I'm just going to leave them all for tomorrow or the next day to reset. So we got up here to this bobcat set that I set just the other day, and got another pretty good raccoon. Looks like a pretty good fat one. Show you guys. So we got this bobcat set that we made right here in this cedar tree, and we got a pretty good raccoon in there. You guys can see it. Little front paw catch. So this set I'll remake tomorrow. I'm not gonna remake it today. But we got us another coon. That's our second one of the day, and we still got quite a few traps to check this morning. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one and go to the rest of the line. Well, I guess the coon got the hint that there's a big storm coming, because we got us another coon here. This one's a big old fur ball. So, I got 2 dead trees here with all kinds of holes in them, so I knew I was going to catch a couple coons here. But I tried to put another stake in here the other day, and this is the one that kept bending. I tried in 6 different spots. I just gave up. But I'm going to show you guys this one. So this is our third coon today. Pretty good size. He got a bunch of fur. Alright size. So, but you can tell, you see that hole under the tree over there. There's one here. So this is a really good spot that I just set at. It's our first coon here. So the rain's already starting to come in, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of this one, and we'll head on to the next one. Well, we got the 3 coons today, and that's all we had on the line. We checked it real quick. I had one set tripped. I think the cows did it, and then I had the one set with the coon that I didn't reset, but I'm going to get those tomorrow. So we had a pretty good day. 3 coons. First day we've had 3 coons, so I'm okay with it. I'm glad we got out before the rain really started. It's kind of coming down, but it's not raining yet. But thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright guys, so we just caught the coons, and I just come straight out here and I'm going to skin them. I thought I'd do a quick little video on how I skin them. This is the first year that I've really skinned a bunch of coons, because normally I had, my brother or somebody that was helping me skin them. So this is the first year I've been skinning a bunch of them by myself. So basically the way I do it is the tools you're going to need, or the tools that I use anyways, is I just use one of these little knives right here. You can use any kind of cheap knife. Any of them really work. I got a tail stripper. It comes in real handy for the tail. I always keep a little knife sharpener, because after every coon I gotta sharpen my knife, touch it up. And then I have one of these gambrels that I use. One of these Winkler gambrels. They're pretty handy because I can just leave it in my truck and take it wherever I need to. And then I made this little thing right here with 2 loops. I use this for weighing all my animals. Basically, just wrap it around their foot. You stick one loop through the other, you put it around their foot, and then you hang them. It's real simple that I made for weighing them. So basically what I'm going to do is I always start on the tailgate of my truck. I'm going to take my knife. First I'm just going to touch it up, make sure it's sharp from the last time. And I'm just going to go around the foot here. This is the back leg. Around both of the feet. And then a lot of people call it the money cut. I'm not sure what the meaning behind that is. But I just go from the back of the heel. I just cut straight towards the tail or the vent here. Do it on both sides. So we got that cut done. And that's all I'm going to do on my tailgate. And then I'm going to hang it up. And I'll go ahead and get the camera set up and show you guys that. Alright guys, so my camera angles for this might not be the best. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I do everything. So basically, so to weigh them, I always weigh them. Not really for any purpose, I just always do. And just put that over the foot there. We're going to hang it. So this one is 14 pounds. So around here, that's about average. Most of mine have been about 14 to 18 pounds this year. Most of them around the 15 pound mark. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Now we're going to put our gambrel on. Take the scale off. Slide the gambrel on. Raise it up a little bit. So we got a winch set up here. This is where we do, my family, we do all our deer and everything we process right here. And I'm skinning my trapping animals here this year. So basically, just going to hang the coon here. And since we've already made our cut, we can go ahead and hang both feet. I used to do that cut while hanging it here. I just feel like it's a lot faster to do it on the truck. To cut the back legs and everything. So, we got our coon hung up now. So we've already got our main cut that we're going to do done. Basically how I go to the tail is I don't cut towards the vent. I always put my knife at the vent where I want the cut to go, and then I cut up to the leg. It's a lot easier to control it that way. So now we have both sides cut here. We're going to go ahead and get the legs broke free. Just pull that down. So like I said, I haven't skinned a ton of coons, so I'm not somebody that can, you know, a lot of people can do it in 5 minutes or some even less. I think mine take me about 15 to 20 minutes. Pull that leg down. And we're going to cut across here. We're going to start pulling this down. Just going to keep working it around, going in circles. That's how I do mine. You just got to take it kind of slow, because when you get to where you're starting to rush and do it fast, that's when you're going to start poking holes in the fur and stuff like that. And you want to keep from doing that. I mean, if you get a couple holes in the fur or whatever, it's not a big deal. It'll happen. But I mean, you don't want to, put a 2-inch gash in it. And there's many ways to do this. I know a lot of people use like a piece of bar or a sharpening steel or something, and they'll just poke it around the legs and pull. I used to do that, but this winch here, a couple times I pulled too hard and I pulled it down into the floor. I don't want to do that, and it ends up taking longer than just skinning it down. So I always just take my knife and skin it up. And then I always take my tail, I'll split about the bottom 4 inches, just because it makes it quicker to skin off, in my opinion. Again, there's many ways to do it. A lot of people don't split it at all or cut it. Just how I do it. Just going to work it down as far as you can. Because if you leave it up here and you just try to pull real hard, you're going to end up ripping the tail. And sometimes you'll like rip the tip off the tail. I've done that. I did it just the other day, actually. I've ripped the tail bone off the coon before, and that makes getting the tail off real fun after doing that. So now I'm going to go over here and grab my tail stripper. I'm just going to clamp it at the tail right there, and you just pull, and your tail's off. I'm just going to skin the back down a little bit. Go ahead and raise it up a little more. When you can do this, it definitely helps on the back to be able to keep it about eye level. You don't have to bend over. Because I've done that before too. Had it on a rope where I couldn't go up or down. I just had to work down with it. Well, by the time you get to the front legs, you're bending over and your back's hurting. So the winch definitely helps a lot. And the winch, they're not real expensive. I think you can get one at Harbor Freight for about $130, $140. You can probably order one on Amazon for even cheaper. But they're definitely worth the investment. And it makes it easier when you're doing deer or anything else you might do. I use the same one for coyotes, coon, possum, skunk. I skin them all right here. So, one of my most time consuming parts has always been the front legs for me. Raise it up a little more. I always have, it always takes me longer to get through the front legs because I try real hard not to poke any holes in the fur. And basically that's what I do when I'm working and I need to set my knife down. A lot of times I'll just stick it in the back leg. Saves from having to walk somewhere and pick it back up. You just keep working it down. And I'll take my knife and I'll poke a hole through the leg right there and stick my finger through there. Put my knife back up here. And then I'll just pull down. Then I'll get my down where I want. I'll go ahead and cut it off the front foot. And then boom, we got one leg out. We're going to go here to our second leg. Poke a hole underneath our leg. Get our finger through. Put our knife back up here. Get it tore down as far as we want it. Again, cut it off the front foot. Now we got both our front legs out. We're just going to work it from here. Hold our legs up. Get our back here. For the most part, coon is, you can pull it down. It'll pull real easy. I don't pull mine as much because, like I said, I've pulled the coon plumb down to the ground before because the winch didn't hold. This winch is a little older. We've used it for a lot of things. So basically, you're just going to keep working it down. And you're going to get to the ears. I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm doing this, I get hand cramps pretty bad when I'm skinning. So we're going to cut right here, cut our ear. So we have one ear free right here. Cut our second ear free. And then I always put my fingers in the ear holes. It helps keep tension down. Because you want to, as you're going down, you want to keep tension on the fur and cut towards the carcass. Because it's going to help keep you from getting holes into the fur. And your eyes, when you get your eyes, you just want to cut close to as close to the head as you can. Again, you know, I've had problems with the eyes in the past where I cut them way too big because I get to where I'm rushing and I'll just go, and then next thing I know, I got a big old gap where the eye should be. You just got to work at it. So skinning's like many things, you know. It takes practice to get good at it. I'm still practicing myself. And the bottom lip, the bottom jaw don't matter a whole lot because you're going to cut a lot of it off. Get this thing to spin around here for me. Try not to stand in front of the camera. So, and see, I messed this eye up right here, but again, it's not a real big deal. It happens to everybody. And once you get past the eyes, it's going to work down to the nose. Once you get to the nose, we're going to cut through that cartilage. And the bottom lip, we're just going to cut it off. So, there we go. Our coon is now skinned. Said I did mess the eyes up on this one a little bit, but it ain't a real big deal. So, there you go. Got coon done. So I still got 2 more to do today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, you know, I'm not the greatest out there, so, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video and maybe learned something. Thank you. So here's something interesting. On this last coon that we caught, I seen his tail was a little short. I didn't know why, but see that? Something's chewed it off. It's kind of strange. What do you guys think? You think something attacked him and got to him, or you think he chewed it off himself? I don't see any other markings on him that would suggest that something got him, so maybe he caught it in something, or maybe he just chewed it off himself. Not sure, but what do you guys think?